Well, hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Shelly. I'm a flight attendant for a major US airline. I also coach future flight attendants. So if you want to become a flight attendant, you come to me. I'll help you with your resume. We'll do Q&A. I will train you so that you are prepared for your upcoming interview. Now, with that said, you guys, I'm so excited today to talk about what is happening in the world of the airline industry. I've got some news here. As you can see by the title, Spirit Airline is hiring like crazy. So this is your time to jump on that opportunities, you guys, and get on the wagon, because if your dream is to become a flight attendant, Spirit Airline, which is now going to be called JetBlue pretty soon. As you all know, they merged and now, but as of yet, they haven't done that because it's a lot of paperwork. So it'll be a little bit, a while before they do call themselves JetBlue. But until now, right now, you are still applying for Spirit if you are going to Spirit's interview process. Now, they have training dates for those who are gonna go and get their CJO. The two training dates that we have is December 28th of 2022, so next month, and January 10th, which is the month after December 2023. So it's really exciting. Obviously, you guys are gonna be training right after Christmas, so hopefully you'll be fresh because a lot of us party and maybe a little tired, so take that into consideration if you are applying. Just keep your partying a little bit on the lower end and make sure that you are up and at them so you can go to training. Now, January 10th is the other date. As you all know, training is exactly 4 weeks long, which means you are going through the process. It'll take 4 months. It may take a little longer. When I say longer, it's because usually your OE happens either within the 4 weeks or right after. So it could be 4 weeks plus a few days. Okay, so just take that into consideration. And they will give you up to like 4 days to get established, find your crash pad, move if you have to move. So they do, and they're very flexible. You can always call them and kind of ask them, hey, can I get an extension? I really need help with this and that. Not too long of an extension, but they will work with you and maybe put, move things around on your schedule and put those trips that were reserved for you a little bit later that month. All right, with that said, obviously training date is subject to change, but right now it's in the books is December 28th and January 10th. Now you're going to tell me, well, that's all great. I don't really care. I want to get through. I want to get in. I want to get my CJO so I can do those training. Well, here we are. We're going to talk about that in the next few minutes. I'm going to try to keep this video short, but there's a lot of information. So if I go a little too fast, you guys, just pause, try to understand what I'm saying, and go back to this video. All right, so please note that Spirit Airlines does not provide transportation and hotel stay. So if you are to be interviewed or want to go to an open house and hopefully get the job, you need to drive yourself, fly yourself, train yourself, car yourself. Basically, you have to take yourself to your interview. They will not pay for that. Unlike some airlines, such as Southwest and Delta and whatnot, they do pay you to meet you because they're excited to meet you. I'm not saying Spirit isn't, but their policy is we do not pay for you. If you're that interested, you will make your way to us. All right. Most likely in Fort Lauderdale is where you need to attend the opening interviewing process. Also, if you're staying in a hotel, they will not pay for that and your food. So make sure that you have enough money put aside, knowing that if you do get through and they want to meet you and you need to do an interview, you will have to pay for all that. So I always recommend to stay overnight. So get there the day before, get a good night's rest, wake up super early, be one of the first ones at the interview. Very, very important. So always, block those 2 days and fly the day before. All right. And then it says, make sure that you have not interviewed in the last 3 months and have a passport that is valid for at least the next 6 months. So this is really important because if your passport's about to expire, the process of getting a new one right now is so slow that if you don't have a passport in hand, you may not go through with the whole application because they will look at that. Okay. So really important, make sure that you have not interviewed in the past 3 months. Back in the days, it was 6 months to a year. Now it's 3 months, which means if for some reason you got your TB&T, which means thank you, but no thank you, and you didn't do well on your interview, guys, reapply within 3 months. Back then, it used to be a lot longer. Now they are wanting you. All right. They're hiring like crazy right now. Okay. So let's say you're moving on to your final in-person interview. November 10th, all right, is the interview date. Now, in order for you to even get this date, you guys, you have to go on their website and apply. There might be a little assessment. I'm not sure what the process is right now, but they will, they want you to submit your application. They also want you to just kind of like put in your information to let them know you're interested and want to attend. Now, if you do that, they will give you an address to where you need to be. Now, just put that in your calendar, you guys. November 10th is the day where the interview location date will be. Now, I will not give you the location just because I am not sure if they are giving them out to people that have already done an assessment online and they're like, hey, we'd love to meet you, come down, or they're just opening it to everybody for them to go to this address. I'm going to try to find out, but from what I understand, you have to go online and apply first. So you guys go and apply, just because remember that November 10th is when they will be interviewing you, and that's when you have to bring all the stuff that I'm going to go through with you. All right. And this place is going to be in Fort Lauderdale. Okay. So just so you know, you will be interviewing in Fort Lauderdale. So if you want to buy a ticket or look into tickets or, see how you can go there, this is the time to do that, because once you apply and they like you and they say, we'd love to see you in Fort Lauderdale on November 10th, then you're prepared. It's not something that catches you off guard. So expect at least a long 6 hours. So while you are being interviewed, you guys, it's a long process. You wait in line, you get questioned, you get tested. There's a lot of things going on. Okay. You get interviewed and whatnot, and then you get drug tested. So all that will take time. And then afterwards, they'll verify your passport and all that if you do get your CJO. And when I say you get tested, you will get you will be interviewed a few times. But once you get to the end of your interview, they may drug test you as well. So all that process takes time. So calculate or reserve a good 6 hours minimum of your time. All right. So then it says, please click here to complete the mandatory orientation and book your time slot. It says to dress to impress. We recommend business professional attire. Really important, you guys, look the part. All right. All right. Now moving on. So if, let's say you're wanting to be a flight attendant and you think it's super glamorous, which it is, but it isn't always. What is it that you're expecting to know? Okay, so I'm going to go through their list just so that I can be more specific, because I know what it entails, but I want to make sure that you guys understand this is what they're expecting. Okay, so you'll be responsible for the safety and comfort of passengers during the flight. You'll need to be able to think quickly on your feet and handle different types of situations, from helping passengers with lost luggages to dealing with medical emergencies, obviously. You'll also need to be able to maintain your composure during long flights and chaotic days. All right, so always be professional. But if you're up to challenge, as Spirit Airline flight attendants can be both rewarding and exciting. Okay, so it's not too long of a list, but it basically summarizes what they are expecting of you. Now, your responsibility, furthermore, they want you to warmly welcome guests. All right, keep a fun yet professional environment throughout the flight. Always smile, be pleasant, represent the brand of Spirit Airline positively in and out of work. Okay, so you're outside of work, you guys, don't be putting your earphones and rocking to any music. You're still in uniform, you're still working for the company, and that's with any airline. Be professional at all times. Ensure that all flyers are satisfied with their experience. All right. And then lead necessary flight tasks at all times. Provide assistance to guests of Spirit Airlines. Acquaint guests with add-on services that the company offers. Provide exemplary service dedicated to the safety of guests. And brief guests about flight details before, during, and after, and ensure that all emergency equipment are working. So that's all part of your pre-flight check, which you will learn in training. But right now, they're just letting you know, hey, this is what we expect from you. If there's any of these things that you don't want to do, or you can't, or you don't feel comfortable, then this is not the job for you. All right. So if you can take down those responsibilities, these are the qualifications before you even show up and attend. You must have at least a high school or GED diploma. Really important. So one or the other. You must have at least 5 years of experience in the field of hospitality, customer service, or sales. Really important. A lot of people ask for 1 or 2 years. They ask for 5. They will look on your resume to see if you have those qualifications. It's really important because I think as you know, Spirit got known, it was known for a lot of different reasons. And I think now they're cranking up on making sure that whoever they hire has a lot more customer service experience, just because you are the image of the company. They want to make sure that you are professional and you know what you're doing. All right. Should be available to attend a 4-week training. Make sure that you have that month off. You can't be telling them, I got work, I can't leave work. Once you're in training, whether you pass or not, that's the time that you need to have free and available, okay? Should be at least 21 years old and must be 5 feet or above, and they will check it. They will remove your shoes and they will do it. So if you're just above that, that's fine. If you're below 5, don't apply, okay? Don't think that you'll trick them with heels. They will have them removed, and I've been witness of that. Must have the ability to lift 50 pounds to above shoulder level, okay, to make sure you're able from here to there to lift it. Should be able to reach overhead bins and other storage area in the plane. Should not have any visible tattoo. Now, you can have them, they just can't be visible. So you got to be very smart about the way that you camouflage them because they don't want to see them, okay? Should not have a visible piercing other than matching one on each side. So don't go with one. Okay, you either have 2 or you've got none. Okay. Must be able to successfully fasten 4-point harness without any extension. So when you are sitting down on your jump seat, all right, this is a harness. You click it. If you need an extension and you can't click it, that's a sign that you will not be hired, just so you know. So I mean, weight does matter. No matter what they say, weight is always important, just because for them, it's important that you can safely sit and can safely move around the cabin so you can, you know, protect the passengers and be able to attend any emergency situation. So you should have a passport that has at least 6 months of validity, which means if it's expired in 5 months, that's not good, you guys. You have to make sure that it expires 6 months and on, okay? Should be certified to work and enter in and out of the US. That's a given. Must be willing to relocate. All right. So if you live in Japan or if you live in Arizona, for example, you know for sure that they are hiring right now. And I don't know if I covered that, but they are hiring right now. I think it's coming up. Physical plan. Okay. So they will be hiring for Florida and Miami. But I think I'm going to come up to that information. Okay. Passport, we talked about that. Should be flexible both in task and working hours, because you're going to work crazy hours, you guys. You have to be flexible with that. Should be able to work in close quarters without worrying about allergies, peanuts, animals, and likes. Yeah. So do they like me? Do they not like me? Do they have animals? Am I allergic? Those are all things. And do they have peanuts? You have to be able to work in that environment. If not, then this is not for you, you guys, because people, you can't control what people are eating, what they're bringing on board, whether it's an animal, a bird. And also, you should be proficient in the English language. Now, if you have a strong accent, but you can still get your point across, that's good. But if you really are struggling, I suggest to go take an English class. Go get some tutoring. You need to be proficient in English. You need to be able to speak the language, you guys, regardless. You need to make announcements. You need to express yourself. There's an emergency situation. You need to be able to speak the English language. You should have a driver's license, must be able to work and stay professional at all times, really important. Should be able to provide a video introduction for the application process. Okay, so that they're probably talking about an interview, you know, if you're able to do a video is what they said. But now that we're moving on face to face, this will not apply. Document requirements to prepare. You only need 1 document in the initial application, okay, which is your resume. You just need your resume. And again, you guys, I do kick-ass resume. You can talk to anyone I did their resume to. They are boosted to the top of the line. They are the first one to be called, and they're the first one to get the interview and get hired. So If you had no luck with resume, definitely contact me. You can go on flyingwithshelly.com, or just contact me via email at flywithshelly@gmail.com. If you want, you can do a resume and a coaching session together, or if you want them separate, you can do that as well. I offer so many different packages, and you guys can just choose the one that you like the most. Documents required. So you only need one document, an initial application, which is your resume. Once accepted for an interview, however, you need to prepare your copies for the following: driver's license copy, birth certificate, proof of identification, a copy of the most recent valid passport, and a copy of a high school or college diploma. Now, if you need this list and you want me to go a little slower, you can rewind this video, of course. But right now I'm trying to go fast so I can put this out as quickly as possible. The specific documents needed may vary depending on the current guidelines by the company, because this changes all the time. But this is definitely what you are needing at this time. So as for your resume, you could upload it online. Make sure that you have your physical copy with you when you're called in for the interview. This will help you avoid unforeseen issues, because then they have to look it up online and they have no time for that. And then it helps you, make a good impression, because it basically says everything that they need to know about you, and they will probably refer to that resume as they ask you questions. All right, so where to apply for a job at Spirit Airline. All right, so you can check and apply for cabin crew, and I'm gonna go down there. Okay, well, first of all, the career page, whenever you are on their page, you scroll all the way down to careers, click that, and that is a good way to start. Or I'm also gonna put the link down below my video right there in the description box. You guys can click that and directly go straight to their application process. So make sure that you guys click the in-flight position, because a lot of times it's a little confusing as to who they're hiring and what they're hiring. So make sure you're in the right department. Don't look for crew. Don't look for flight attendant. Usually in-flight is where you want to click. You can also land on the, okay. All right, so step one, go to the, okay, so it's going to tell you exactly how to step-by-step process application to become a cabin crew for Spirit Airline. All right, if you guys are ready, if you want to take a pen and paper, I'm going to go through every single step. Step one, go to the careers page of Spirit Airline. Step two, find in-flight from the tab choices. Remember I said in-flight? Yeah, don't look for crew, don't look for flight attendant. It has to say in-flight. Step three, look for the open position for the flight attendants and cabin crews. Step four, choose the desired position and click apply now. This is the yellow button on the right side of the said position. Doing so will redirect you to the online application page. Then you enter your email. Very important. Set up your candidate profile by filing in the required information, such as your name, resume, which you're going to upload, account information, phone number, address, and others. Submit your profile once done. Number 7, complete the whole candidate form. So they're going to ask you questions, fill that out. Step 8, wait for the application to be considered. So you wait for your reply. Make sure to complete the candidate application from start to end in order for the company to recognize your application. Not doing so will make you an invalid candidate. So very, very important, you guys. Complete the candidate application from the beginning to the end. Don't start in the middle. And then this will make you eligible. Okay, so the salary of a flight attendant for Spirit, so basically it shows that they earn about $30,000 yearly to start. The hourly is around 21 to 22 per hour. So it comes up to about 2,500 monthly. Okay, this can vary though if the company offers negotiation for your rate. Okay, so this is just starting yearly. Okay. The benefits basically are pretty good. I'm going to go through them really quickly. You get 1,000 care card. All right, so which means you have $1,000 to spend throughout the year at any pharmacies or whatnot, and $305 more load on the third training week. Okay, so you have that kind of leeway money that they help you. $1,250 worth of rewards for training completion. So when you're done with your 4 weeks of training, you will receive in your account $1,250. You got to pass your OE, and I think it's within 4 weeks of employment you should be getting it. So you have to start working already. Yearly tuition reimbursement amounting of $4,500, which is awesome if you're thinking of going to school. Medical and dental benefits, STD and LTD, life insurance, 401k retirement plan, paid time off, and travel benefits, obviously. All flight attendants have those benefits. But overall, you guys, I am so excited. And as I said before, they are opening for Fort Lauderdale and Miami position. So if that's something that really interests you, definitely keep an eye on that link right there down below, and go back to my video, you guys, and step by step it'll tell you how to do it so you don't mess up. And if you need my help, there's a little bit of time left. We are today the 4th Friday of November, so November 4th we have another 6 days, so you can submit and they can want you literally within that time frame. So hurry on. And we made it within 20 minutes. I was hoping to just get that video out so that you guys can get as much information as you can to be the best flight attendant that you can be and follow your dream. All right, guys, thank you so much for following me. I want to wish you an amazing and a lucky weekend. Apply. Don't waste time. Like I said, JetBlue and Spirit are merging together, and it'll be JetBlue very soon. So with that said, good luck and let me know what happens. All right, bye guys.